Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Stopped in the... he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Jennings. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move and looking deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab, it's Harden.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Harden. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up. But this one, 3rd and long. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Hand off to the fullback. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back,
Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Doyle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Cardinals come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They'll try the run. Slithers into space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10.
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Brinson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. They're working that left side. The Mustangs get enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's got it. Touchdown, SMU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Brown wants to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's on target and complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This defense has only first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big 3rd down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here. And you've had a great first half.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's going to fire to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Jennings. Flips it out to the back. Hard running there. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knight. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can you make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. That's the 45 on his way. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets away. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Second down coming up. Gives it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch and He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The RPO, it's complete. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up 14 over NC State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
He's got it. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Spins away from the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking down the middle. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And offensively, man, this situation, goal-to-go situations, really tight quarters, you got to get that ball out quick, and it's got to be out-breaking. It's got to be a quick in-breaking route. I'm not sure what the offense was trying to do, but maybe get rid of that ball a little bit quicker. You take the sack, and now you make your life a lot more difficult.
Trying to bull his way in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. Using his legs, it's Harden. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
A lot of room to the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. So first down will open up the final period. As the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, SMU.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Here he goes breaking the pocket. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. It's complete to the left. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the 1st down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw again. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Spits it out to the back. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable. But obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
He is stopped short and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Mustangs want to move quickly.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now on first down from the 28. Brown wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
At the 39. And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
For the offense.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Farrell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Farrell. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hall. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 31 over NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Brown will throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.